Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. We thought we'd be waiting until FC 26 for the return of tournaments, namely the most fond memories of the game mode daily knockout tournaments, but EA has said right here they're returning early. The first daily knockout tournament since FIFA 18 is going to be dropping tomorrow on FC 25. We got to talk about that because it makes sense with all the leaked SBCs and objective cards that we still have. A lot of stuff came out yesterday for FUTTIES Team 3, and some more is expected to come out today. The 85 times 10 expires. We hope that and the 84 times 10 return more times repeatable. Let's get into the discussion, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. First of all, I want to mention this. Look out for a second video being uploaded today on the channel, specifically about my exclusive experience with FC 26 in Vancouver early this last week. So be on the lookout for that. But let's look over Friday promo content from yesterday, where we did finally have the Season 9 Weekly Play number 3, so you can get that Team 3 of FUTTIES Guaranteed pack finally completed during this week. But SP is the main talk of the town and objectives here with this FUTTIES SP chase that gives 5,000 SP points for really not that much work. You got to play a few games in drafts, squad battles, and win a couple matches in rush. Same thing with rivals. Friendlies, score 50 and play 20. You can boost easily to get that done with a friend because it's any game mode. But this is super nice. And now with this objective here, level 40 is possible. I've seen people getting to level 40, getting the VVD, getting the Ginola at the very end, the 99 rated cards at level 40, which is crazy. I'm still like level 15, level 16. I missed a lot of SP from this last week, but for those of you who have been grinding wherever you're at in the season pass, this is a very nice boost of season points. We also have a new daily play games, which gives us an Aladu card here. Decent card, decent pack. Same thing with the daily play games. Same stuff as normal there. We have a Mika Birith card as well here in objectives and some other packs, including an 83 times 10. That one's maybe worth getting. An 86 double, 87 double. Just get 4 of those done. You get that card and those packs. And then a Foot Champs objective as well for more player picks, and a Francescoli and Nicolas Pepe card, along with some more extra player picks in here. If you're playing champs, you got to win 10 to get this entire objective done. So a lot going on objectives, namely the SP chase being the most important. Now let's move into talking about evolutions from yesterday's content, where we had 2 new evos, one of which was the leaked Max 96 Striker evo, and the other one is another good evo for strikers that boost shooting. But first, the 100,000 coin beast mode activated. 100k is a little expensive at this stage of the game, but honestly, what are we spending a lot of coins on? I mean, this isn't a bad place to put 100k in my opinion, because you can make 100k pretty quick from just opening tradable packs and quick selling stuff from the menu grind being as good as it is. This gives aerial plus first, which isn't the best, but then it gives low driven, press proven, and power shot plus. I honestly still think, as we were talking about before this was leaked, this evo is best for players that already have 4 playstyle pluses for the stat boost. You're going up to 97 or 98 shooting, getting a dribbling boost up to 95 around there with some in-game stats, and a physical boost as well. Like, look at this hazard going from a 90 to a 96. That's one of the bright spots from this evolution, is the physical boost. Take a look at this Luna card. He gets up to 97 shooting, up to 96 physical. Not the huge boost there for him, but maybe a Brennan Johnson looks a bit better. Up to 97 shooting from 92, 96 dribbling boost, and then from 84 physical up to 91 for him. There's a lot of gems that fit in this. Since it's max 96, it does give some good base playstyles as well. I feel like that's a good mention. This could be a good place for an evolution chain if you find the right card. This Mbappe to 97 shooting and 97 dribble, 92 physical as well, doesn't look bad. I just think you might want to put a 4th playstyle plus on a card, or if you already have a card that has one, do that. Use that card in this evo, because who really wants aerial plus on a striker at this stage of the game? This Thierry Henry looks fantastic. This flashback Ronaldo, the Thibaut Mbappe, they look good. Again, with the daily knockout tournaments that are coming up, if evolution playstyle pluses are a part of the rewards of that, which we would hope that they are, that could be a perfect segue into a little evo chain for this evo here. You are creating a card who's 98 rated, so best of luck. Maybe You won't actually be able to evo that card until like the very, very end of the year. But that is a good evo. It's not the most insane, but it is good. I think the evo that was free yesterday is right on par with that 100,000 coin evo, though, for how good the boost is for the price. This is the aim assist evolution that gives finesse plus and first touch plus, also boost the shooting stats individually up to 95, 96. You see 97 attack positioning and finishing there. The reactions, ball control get a boost. Power shot base, you get finesse plus, as we mentioned, long shots, volleys, jumping, dribbling gets boosted. Tiki taka base, again, another long shots boost, aggression boost. You get aerial base. Then you get low driven base and first touch plus with some more finishing, shot power, and stamina. So this is really good for, again, a physical and a shooting boost. Take a look at that. Due goes up to 97 shooting from being in the low 90s and up to 92 physical from being 85. So that's just one specific card there that looks pretty good on this Evo. Again, a free Evo, which is very important. The Ronaldinho card can fit into this. The Neymar card that is still in packs can fit into this as well. I'm still trying to figure out for myself who will go into this evolution for me. We will just have to see. I've already put that Neymar. I wish that he had a different playstyle plus instead of first touch. But that Neymar does look pretty good, even though I'm going to finish him in a different way through another Evo. But those are two solid Evos that were dropped yesterday. Not anything super insane, but they're solid. Let's go to SBCs where it's kind of the same thing. Some good, some not so good. Starting with the not so good. Franck Ribéry. We wanted an SBC that was a lot of squads. We've been talking about it recently. To have an SBC that was 20 plus squads to grind would be a good grind at this stage of the game, with the menus being where they are. But this card itself just isn't that guy, in my opinion. For Franck Ribéry, the first 5 playstyle plus SBC player, I believe, that we have had this year, that does look pretty insane, right? Because 5 playstyle pluses are still not very common for us. But for a card that we just used a month and a half, 2 months ago from the season pass that we all got for the first paid premium season pass, there was a great card with 4 playstyle pluses. Now we get a 5 playstyle plus one a couple months later. It just doesn't feel that unique. It does look like a good card. The whipped pass plus and the Trivela plus definitely throw a lot of people off for sure. They're not the most meta playstyle pluses in a game that is so important to have good playstyle pluses. And again, 20 squads for that card, I just think puts a lot of people off. It's 1.4 million coins. Again, I'll say this. We wouldn't mind having 20, 30, maybe even 40 squads to do if the card was that insane. This one, I don't think motivates most people. However, if you just want something to grind and you just want to say, hey, I can go do all these 94 rated squads from my exchange, basically, then go knock yourself out. Go complete some 94 rated squads and get these SBCs done just because you can for free with the pack grind that we have. Now, the other player SBC is a step up in terms of how good it was from yesterday's content. Kareem the Dream Benzema. If you don't want to do Franck Ribéry, please do this Benzema, because my goodness, for 3 squads and 88 and 2 90s, this is an incredible card. 97 rated 5-star, 5-star. Look at the stats. Almost maxed out shooting, insane passing and dribbling, great physicals and pace, insane playstyle pluses. You're maybe just missing a tiki-taka trickster or a rapid-based playstyle, but the pluses are insane. It's Benzema, like 109k for that card. What? That is uber cheap, basically free to complete as well. A card that you kind of have to try, in my opinion, but that's still not the best SBC on the day. Guys, this SBC right here, the 1 of 5 shapeshifters, road to the final winners, and Footies team 1 or 2 player pick is the best SBC right now in this game. And I'm going to show you why. If you don't want to do any of the player SBCs this week, just do this one and do it exactly like I'm doing it. Just like we do with 89 exchanges where we throw in cards that are above 89 rated. Do the exact same thing with this SBC. Yes, I'm throwing away 90s and 91s into this SBC because I want to do this SBC on repeat, because my goal through this player pick is to try to get lucky and pack Footies cards this week, but also try to get lucky and pack Spurs road to the final players, or maybe if you're a Chelsea fan, or if you are a PSG fan. I was able to pack Mickey Van de Ven and Archie Gray both from this player pick yesterday. You do see a lot, and I mean a lot, of shapeshifters, so don't get your hopes set on like really having a chance at all the road to the final cards. You're going to see a lot of shapeshifters for sure. But with your duplicate storage, with cards you may have in your club, especially with the batch number 2 being re-released again. As long as you have enough players to continue to do the exchange grind, you're going to be okay. You're not going to run out, right? Look at all my exchange cards here. Look at all these high-rated cards that I have in my club. We got plenty of exchanges that we can still build, and we're going to be able to stock right back up. That's why I feel 100% okay turning in 91s into this max, what is it? Minimum 87, but above that can be turned into it type of SBC. That's why I have no problem with it, and I'm going to be doing these all week, trying to pack the full Spurs Road to the Final 11. This is our first chance of doing that. If we get lucky and pack a 99 Mbappe or Messi, we take that too. Let's open this one up. Again, I said a lot of shapeshifters, and that's what we get. You're going to see that almost every single time, but you're hoping for that one FUTTIES or for that one pull of a Road to the Final card that will make it worth it. Now, with this SBC requiring a lot of 87s, 87s were moving up like crazy yesterday after content. They have come back down a little bit. I think this could be a spot where we do invest in the market. If you take a look at the graph of 87s, they've been required for a lot of SBCs recently. They've been maintaining a price of about 6 to 7K. They dropped their rewards to 5. They went back up yesterday to 7. Now they're back down in the low 5s again. I think 5,000 coins for these in the low end could be a good investment, as this is the most hype SBC on this game right now. 91% upvoted for the 1 of 5 pick. That's the SBC that I'm grinding. Again, turning in cards above 87 and 88 rated for that. But that is the most hype SBC at the moment. Let me know if you guys agree down in the comments, and if you're grinding that one, or if you're like, nah, I'll wait for players SBCs. But speaking of grinding cards and packs, EA definitely made a mistake yesterday. We said it was going to be a mistake either way, no matter how you sliced it. The loading screen and the in-game screen for batch 2 have been removed, but they are still in packs. I mean, that's not a surprise because there's always going to be a re-release batch in packs during FUTTIES, but unfortunately, we did not get batch number 3, and that does demotivate a lot of people, and I totally understand why, because we're over here wanting to pack new cards for the grind, maybe start a new collection book, and just see different fodder and see some of the better players get into packs. But EA, just like last year, batch 2 last year was 2 weeks long, they're withholding that from us for 1 more week. But that is a little bit of a disappointment. Here's all I'll say. It's going to allow us to continue to do the same pack grind that we have been doing. So, quick sell everything 84 rated and below. Keep everything higher rated than that. Just keep hitting player picks, craft a player SBC if you want, and go from there. Let's open one more 84 times 10 because we have so many of them. I'm still doing the 85 plus into exchanges. One thing regarding packs yesterday that I did that was insanely fun, that you can only do in certain amounts of time when certain packs are out, is a little store pack grind with the tradable 86 times 11. Guys, I actually opened probably 20 to 25 of those lightning round packs yesterday. Are they out right now? Oh my goodness, they are. Okay, I'm going to open one of these for you guys here and just show you how this works. The tradable 86 times 11, 120,000 coin pack. Do not do this if you do not have many coins. But I spent probably over 1 million coins on these yesterday, but I made almost all of it back, and here's how. So you open this pack here. I'm going to skip it. It's tradable. Yes, I just burned 120,000 coins. But with all the specials, and I didn't get too many, but all the specials that you get from this, what you're going to do is you're going to quick sell the specials because they get you 11,000 coins each time. You're going to send the other cards to your club. I just made 44,000 coins back here from this 120K pack. It's very addicting, and it's 100% gambling, because what you're hoping to do is hit big and profit massively. So we got a FUTTIES here. The drop weights on the FUTTIES for these do seem to be pretty high. No way. Oh, see, if that would have been Ronaldinho, we're in the big bucks, right? Because Ronaldinho is like a 500,000-600,000 coin card. Instead, it's a Vander. Tots cards still sell for a little bit, and I skipped it. That could have been a big card. Okay, it's Dudek. So I packed Musiala yesterday, which actually profited me pretty well. Dudek is only 20,000 coins right now, so I'm not making too much money off of this, but you can kind of see where this is going, right? I'm making almost 20K from this card right here, making 18, 19K for a Vander. Quick selling that, sending the other dupes to my transfer list. You could even sell some of the 87s. So technically, for selling the 2 cards here for just under 20,000 coins, that's like 38K we're making, plus 33K from quick sells. So I'm making like 60 to 70,000 coins plus putting some cards in the club. I'll do one more, but guys, just be very careful doing this. I really shouldn't be showing this because it kind of promotes the gambling side of things, but it is, if you have a lot of coins, a fun thing to do right now in this game. We got one more footies. We'll watch it walk out. We'll see if we get super lucky. Like I was saying, I opened a ton of these yesterday, and it was a blast, but I did lose about 300K even after getting lucky and packing Musiala. It's very hard to make coins off of this, but it is possible. Like that right there. Like Dudek again, we're going to list up for like 20,000 coins, 19K. The rest of this I'm going to quick sell because none of it sells in the market. Boom. Send those to the transfer list to put into more exchanges. So, you know, we made 70K on that one with the Dudek plus the 54K. So that was actually shown so much on the market because these cards were super low. And then after the pack expired, they went shooting back up in price. Like take a look. And Musiala, Gervinho did this as well. These cards went down, down, down for about 2 hours. The pack went away. They went back up. 635K Musiala was. Now look at him, 440. He's coming back down. A lot of the footies cards are coming back down because of this pack in the store. But just remember that a lot of these are a minimum price, so it's very difficult to make coins. I'm a degen, and I got hooked on this earlier yesterday, so I'm doing one more. Looks like we're getting cooked on that last one more. I did one more on the stream, and that's where I made good money back yesterday. Not this time around. So yeah, I'm going to stop doing that because I don't want to waste too many of my coins. However, it's one way to kind of have some fun with coins in the menus right there. Just be careful with the footies cards because whenever those re-releases of lightning rounds get released, people are opening those, and it's going to make those prices drop on the market. Now, let's get to the big news, guys. It was this little screen in game that told us about something upcoming. Keep a special eye on our new FUTTIES Daily Cup Knockout Competition, a week-long event launching tomorrow. Each cup offers you the chance to earn an exclusive FUTTIES player reward. And this actually answers a lot of questions that we had based off of the leaks. But first of all, this is EA definitely testing daily tournaments, daily knockout tournaments, and just the whole live events tournament situation that is upcoming in FC26 early in FC25. EA love to do this. They've already tested some of the stuff this year. We think in like evos with repeatable evolutions being leaked. And what have we had in the past couple of weeks, right? The choose your own adventure and the crossroads evolutions that are kind of like different evos, but they're multiple times repeatable for the exact same evolution. It sounds kind of like that for the DKT in this tournament. They are just testing stuff early. Now, the reason why this makes sense based off of the leaks is if you take a look at this tweet of all the leaked SBC and objective players, that is more SBC and objective players coming this week of FUTTIES Team 3 than there are FUTTIES cards in packs. Now, of course, we've already got the Ribéry. We already got Benzema. We already have some of these players here. But for some cards like Hani Mukhtar, maybe for some of the players like the Abarbo and for the Doumbia, they could be cup rewards. Maybe even Pedri is one of these daily cup rewards that is upcoming this week on this game. Or Salini, Mateus, Raquelme. Of course, some of them are going to be SBCs, but this just explains the large number of cards that are in this leak right here. So that brings up still a lot of questions for me. How many games are these daily cups going to be like requiring? Last time when we had those daily cups during the Women's Euro promo for Women's Path to Glory, it was 4 games per day, and that seemed like a test for FC26 as well. Well, here we go again with that. Last time those gave a lot of evolutions, and they gave a lot of packs as the rewards. I would love it if this time around, these also gave out some evolutions for playstyle pluses and position changes with roles plus pluses. We need some of that right now in this game too, with the FUTTIES evolution combinations that we would love to make. I hope there's a part of that. But here's the point that I want to make. Just be careful because there could be some specific squad requirements. That is one thing that I would want to mention is I don't know if there'll be leaks about this and what is going to be required in terms of this daily cup knockout competition, or it says knockout competition. So is it every day you play a certain number of games to try to get as many wins to get the objective done? Or is it like you're trying to like play games each day to get rewards, but also like gain a completionist objective progress towards the end of the week? You know what I'm saying? It's a week-long event, but it's a daily knockout. So are you trying to get rewards every day for a player, but also to earn players through a completion reward and stack up your wins for the end of the week? That's the questions that we have. So we'll just have to see what this entails, because it could give us some more insight into what FC26 is going to look like. But get some squads ready. Definitely get your team ready, your club ready for that. That is upcoming. That's probably the biggest thing that is upcoming. But that is tomorrow, and we do watch for that very closely. Now let's talk about a little bit more of today on Saturday, what to expect. Well, our favorite SBC today expires. Both of them. The 8410 and the 85 times 10, both are expiring today on a Saturday. You expect them to refresh. After they came out last week, 7 times repeatable per day for the 8410 and 3 times for the 85 times 10. Fingers crossed that all we do is keep the same requirements, same as always, for the last week that we've had, and just go up in the number of times that we can complete that SBC. Maybe the 84 times 10, 10 times. Maybe the 85 times 10, 5 times. We will just have to see. I don't know. I don't think that it's safe to say, oh, we should be getting the unlimited repeatable 84 times 10. That might be out next week with Footies team number 4 and then hopefully batch number 3. That would be my guess. It could be as soon as today on Saturday, but we'll just have to see as those SBCs are refreshing. So watch out for that. Also, we're going to get a new player SBC today, so cross one of these cards off the list. Maybe it's Pedri or Toon or Mateo. Who knows? There's a lot of options inside of here. I'm still super curious on the Abarbo and the Dumbia, since we have Gervinho impacts. How are those going to be dropped? SBCs, objectives, or a part of the whole cup situation. So watch out for that today. Different player SBC is almost undoubtedly incoming. And we should have an Evo as well. Because it is the weekend, we're always getting evolutions on the weekend. So that is something that I would expect to see inside of content today on a Saturday. Best of luck with the pack grind if you're still going for that. Again, be careful with the coins. Don't do the whole coin thing that I did with this. I am down coins because I was doing that pack method. It is very fun, but it is a good way to lose some coins as well. Do the 95, not the 95, do the 1 of 5 campaign picks, the new ones that dropped yesterday, instead of sending coins in the store packs. And make sure you get the SBCs done. Like, I started a couple of player SBCs here, like Petite. I gotta make sure I get him done before he expires today, so I don't lose all the work and the progress that I did on that one there. But that's the video for me today, guys. We wait for tomorrow and those tournaments, and we see if EA surprises us with anything today on Saturday in FC25. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new, and watch out for the new video coming out a little bit later today. And also, this Trinity Rodman card is incredibly rare. She was extinct at 900K, just got a price range update. She's 1.3 mil. That's a pretty crazy price in my opinion, but she does have 5 playstyle pluses and she's very overpowered in game. The rest of these cards, you know how it goes. Footies cards are going to drop again today. I will see you guys in the video tomorrow. Have a great Saturday. It's been TheFutAccountant. I'll catch you there. Peace out.